I wasn't expecting this. I've got this guy directly in front of me, and then there's one coming from behind me as well. Good morning and welcome to the Scottish Highlands. As mentioned in the previous video, I've made my way up from the Lake District to the Scottish Highlands in the hope of finding and photographing some red deer. When I arrived up here, there was heavy rain, and that pretty much continued for the whole of yesterday. So I had a bit of a chilled day with Fergus, caught up on some work, went out for a run, went to my favourite pub in pretty much the whole world, and just relaxed. So this morning we've come out in search of some red deer, and I'm feeling confident. And I say that with a grin on my face because it didn't take long. In fact, when I was driving over this morning with the most incredible sunrise, I saw a few hinds just walking over one of the ridges in front of me. So I quickly parked up the van and I've come out for a walk, and I can hear stags bellowing all around. That's the best thing about this time of year. The sound kind of gives them away. It doesn't mean we're going to find them. It doesn't mean we're going to get close, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. We've got a few hours. So I thought we'd go for a walk, see if we can find some hinds. Hopefully we can get close enough to a stag to get you some footage, or better yet, an image, and just see what the morning brings. But it's already started off in the best way possible with a bright pink sunrise and seeing the deer walking over that ridge. That's exactly why I love Scotland. Okay, let's grab the camera in the bag and go find some deer. This is incredible. I found this herd of red deer and we've got a stag bellowing away, and I've managed to put myself downwind. Oh, this is amazing. And I can get some really nice footage of him with the hills. Oh, the plan at the moment is to keep my distance and get you guys as much footage as possible. capture some more environmental shots, and then hopefully we can creep in a little bit closer. But I wasn't expecting this. I could hear these bellows all around the hills. In fact, I can hear one to the far left. I've got this guy. Can you hear that? I've got this guy directly in front of me. And then there's one coming from behind me as well. So I knew that there'd be stags about, but I didn't think it'd be this good. So I've got this lovely situation at the moment where this hind is grooming her calf, and it's really nice to see. It's just the two of them stood up on this ridge. I don't know whether they're staying away from the stags or where the rest of the herd are, but I'm not risking moving any closer because it's really nice to see them displaying this natural behaviour. I'm just trying to get you guys some footage. Oh, there goes the calf over the ridge. There's something so special about being out. Like, I love Richmond Park, it's incredible, but there's something so special about being out in the Highlands, in the hills, and watching these wild red deer behave like this. This is just awesome. So I've got a herd of about 30 deer just in front of me. I say just, they're quite far away. But they're preoccupied because there's another stag somewhere behind me bellowing away constantly. And it's funny because he sounds like he might be quite close, but I can't find him anywhere. So it goes to show two things. One, how well they blend into this landscape. And two, how far sound travels through these valleys. There's quite a strong breeze today and I'm downwind, so that sound could be coming from anywhere. So that herd of deer have just wandered off further up into the hill. They're not that far away, but I think that's a good sign for me to quit whilst I'm ahead, head back to the van, have a coffee. The light's pretty changeable as well now, so didn't want to be out too long. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do, because my hands are quite cold. Head back to the van and I'll speak to you when we get there. Well, what an amazing morning that was. I was only out for a couple of hours, and I mentioned that earlier in the video, and the reason for that is I just don't want to leave the dog too long in the van. He gets plenty of exercise and he does get a little bit of time to himself, but I don't think it's right to leave him for too long. He's still young, but he seems pretty chilled and pretty happy. I spoke to the people that have parked up behind me and they said that they didn't hear any barking. So that's good, but he's a great dog. I'm going to take him out for a walk now. I managed to find 2 different herds of deer this morning, and I also, as I was walking back to the van, saw a young stag just walking along the ridgeway, and I don't know, the images probably aren't any good, but it looked lovely just watching this young stag just walk along the ridge in the backlight. So I took a couple of images of him. I'll pop all of the images at the end of the video as ever. The plan today is to drive over to Oban and look to get the ferry over to the Isle of Mull and spend a few days over there photographing the otters. But I'm probably going to take Fergus for a walk now, review some of the footage from this morning, and check that I'm happy with it before making a decision to leave this location. And the next time you see me, I'll be in Oban, about to get on the ferry to the Isle of Mull. As ever, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's watched the video. So if you haven't subscribed, but you do watch the videos, please, it just takes a second to hit that button. It costs you absolutely nothing, but it makes a world of difference to me. So I'm going to take Fergus for a walk now, burn off some energy, and make a plan. So I'll speak to you from Oban.